Hello, everybody. I know I haven't been on in a long time. I think I'm not the only one that's amongst those who thought 2019 was pretty rough, but 2020 would be our year, right? There's a whole lot going on right now with the quarantine thing and COVID-19 and people suffering. So I thought maybe we would take a few minutes away from all of that, watching the news and listening to all of the horrors that are going on, and maybe focus on some things that make us feel a little more positive, bring up our vibrations. I know I get a lot of my friends and other clients reaching out to me about, let's just call it the twin flame connection. I don't follow or subscribe to that, but that's a very personal choice. I think we all have many soulmates in a lifetime. And really, for me, the twin flame connection can only be achieved if you spend time working on yourself, because that would then have your twin flame resonating on the same energy, and hopefully that person would be working on themselves, and you would eventually come together and have something to bring to the table, both of you, you know. I don't know necessarily too much in depth about the twin flame journey, but we will talk about your person. And what is your person? Sorry, I'm outdoors because I thought I'd get some good, Gaia energy going here. What could your person be thinking about you right now during quarantine or during this time in separation? This is for people who have a person in mind already. Whether it be a relationship, but more for people who have a situation shift going, I guess. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of going by sign, I thought we would choose cards. So I'm gonna show you the pebbles that I have for the card, for the decks, right? This is Tiger's Eye. Okay, take a good look. I want you to resonate with whatever pebble or stone grabs you. This is black obsidian. Very good for protection and absorbing negativity. Black obsidian. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is peacock ore. This little blue, shiny, pretty little thing. Peacock ore. And lastly is the amethyst. Right? This is like a rough amethyst. It hasn't been polished off, or it's just natural piece of amethyst, which I don't know why I like them like this. Okay, so for those of you, let's see who's up first. Let me see. I have a friend who does readings this way, and it seems to work for her. So, which is first? Okay. All right, so those of you who chose Tiger's Eye, you're up first. Okay? I'll put these aside. I'll keep the Tiger's Eye here so I know that I don't get mixed up. And Ashley, give me a minute. I need some inspiration. For those of you who tuned into my channel last year, I did mention that I smoke. If it bothers you, don't watch. There are tons of other YouTube readers that are very, very good that will probably resonate a little more with you guys. I did mention that I use it for my channeling. Everybody does not need to smoke for channeling. I don't need to smoke for channeling. It just kind of puts my anxieties at ease so that I can focus more on the messages coming through for all of you. And while I'm doing that, I would just like to, send out light and love to everyone going through this out there. I don't want anyone who feels like they may be sick or that this may be affecting them in any way possible to feel at all that it's the end of the road. It's not, because as many people as you hear, and my heart goes out to those families and those people who are doing badly and who've unfortunately passed on. May they rest in peace. There are also people recovering. So Don't lose hope if you know someone who may be ill. Don't lose hope if you feel like you might be ill. For the most part, it goes in stages, and if you don't, some people just have cold-like symptoms. It is horrible, but I really believe that we will get our shit together eventually as a nation. We'll get past this, and we're gonna come out stronger than ever, So I just wanted to put that out there. And let's begin. So I'm gonna start shuffling for those of you who chose the Tiger's Eye stone, okay? God, Goddess, Gaia, Source, Spirit, Universe, Divine Guidance, spiritual teachers, spiritual guides, guardian angels, archangels, Michael in particular, please aid me in receiving the messages as you wish them to be given and to deliver them for this pile, the Tiger's Ore pile. Sorry, the Tiger's Eye. What is their person feeling for them right now during this quarantine where we've had time to maybe separate, be apart, and reassess our lives and see things from a different perspective? How do they feel about you in this very moment? People, the Tiger's Eye pile. How do their people feel about them right now? What are they thinking about them? How do they feel? 4 shuffles, please, and then I'll be choosing from the back. I usually like to get jumpers, but I'm right next to a little stream and I don't want my cards to fall into the water because I love my cards. They're my babies. What is this person's thoughts on the relationship, on what is Tiger's Eye pile person thinking about as far as their relationship? I think this is I don't know if I got mixed up, but I'll make this the final shuffle, please. 4th and final. Yeah. Okay. 7 of Wands. I'm sorry, the 7 of Swords, which is normally my card of like deception, someone being sneaky. And the original Rider-Waite, that's someone who is kind of sneaking off with 5 swords in their hand from the circus, Okay, what else? 2 of Swords, stalemate and indecision. Okay. The Fool and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so, and the bottom of the deck is the Tower. And, for those of you who are familiar with tarot, the Tower is always a huge change that's kind of out of your control. It's kind of a life change that's you wouldn't be able to avoid it. This is something that has to happen. The Tower tends to be a scary card for a lot of people. It isn't for me because we all know that, with change, comes new beginnings as well. So in order for one thing to begin, another must end, right? Like if your cup is full of wine and you want some more wine, you gotta empty that cup in order to get some more, right? The message I'm getting here, because I got the 7 of Swords, which is my deception card, the 2 of Swords, which is like somebody trying to go inward and make a decision about something, the Fool, and the 10 of Pentacles. So this person is literally split. This person has been spending his time or her time in the house trying to figure out which way to go. Do they, either they feel that someone here has been deceitful with the 7 of Swords. I don't know if it's that person. I don't know if it's you, or they feel like you're being deceitful about something and manipulative. They're quite indecisive right now. They're sort of at a crossroads because it would either be stay and renew the relationship, activate new beginnings in the relationship, so that you could reach your 10 of Pentacles, right? Which is like the ultimate achievement. 10 of Pentacles is an earth sign, but it is stability. It talks about completions. It talks about achievement. Normally in the money realm or financial realm. But since we're asking specifically what their feelings are about you, they are split. between staying and working this out with you, or wondering if a new beginning elsewhere is going to bring them to their ultimate happiness. But the Tower is coming. That's on the bottom of the deck. That's the energy. That's divine intervention. So whatever decision that this person makes and however this goes, it's supposed to go that way. So let's see if we can get some advice from Tarot. Actually, I'll get an oracle, a Romance Angels oracle. Actually, first, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. It's been a really rough time for me as well. Let's get some advice from another deck. For you, as to what you can do in the meantime while your person is trying to figure out what they want to, which avenue they want to take, I guess. I think you should work on yourself and decide if you want to stay with that person. Make a list of pros and cons for them. Okay, can I have some advice for this person who chose the Tiger's Eye in moving forward with this connection? Advice, please. 7 of Cups. Look to other options. Don't close yourself off. Just look at this. This is okay. I would usually say these are too many cards, but I did pre-shuffle these, and I don't believe in coincidences. So you got the 7 of Cups, which is a card of choices. The World, which is absolute completion, absolute blessings, everything in your hands. Followed by the Magician, okay, who is a major manifester. The Magician has every tool he needs to bring about whatever changes he wants, whatever he wants to have happen, right? He uses all of the elements. You guys can take a look here. He's got the wands, the sword, the cup, right? And the pentacles. So he's earth, fire, air, and water. Anything he needs to manifest, he's got. Interestingly enough, you've got the Empress card. To me, the Empress is someone who has been through a lot. So that symbolizes to me that this is a situationship that has kind of had its ups and downs, but she's very nurturing. She's very intuitive. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So to me, this means for you, the advice is, even if they want to come back, take a really good look at the situation and decide, is it worth it? Or would you have better success elsewhere, right? This is a new year. This is a new decade, okay? And a lot of things are coming to light, especially in the wake of this quarantine, you know. You get to kind of see people's nature, right? When that bad things happen, how they react and the way they treat you. And really, that's who I judge. That's how I judge people by, because people will be wonderful in plastic to your face all day. But let some horrible shit happen, and you'll really see what that person is made of. So advice from Tarot is, you know, this person is taking stock. And I feel like advice from Tarot is you should take stock also, because obviously you have other options, and the other options that you have that will become available to you if you walk away from this is the world. It's limitless. Everything you want, if you're settling for crumbs from this person, you can manifest what you want, right? In another person. People don't change overnight. The Wheel of Fortune to me is the final card that came up, and that to me symbolizes the ending of a cycle. So I think Tarot is telling you to really take stock, see if you really, really want this, because you may be better off moving on. Not necessarily the positive message I wanted to get out there, but these are things that people are doing right now. They're sitting at home, and they're thinking, they're restocking, they're taking stock of their lives, they're reassessing things. We're going through something in history right now we've never gone through. Losing, you know, an immeasurable number of loved ones, and this is a time where people really have to take a step back and look at themselves and decide, who is really worth keeping in my life, and who do I really care for, right? Let's get one more let's get some advice from the Romance Angels, okay? Let's pull a card for the Romance Angels. By Dorian Virtue. Very hard to find her decks now because she no longer makes them. But this is hands down one of my favorites. Okay, advice from the Romance Angels for this person in this reading. Or just a card. What do the angels want you to know about this situation? It's time for the new, I keep hearing. It's time for that new. Everything new. Advice. This reading, please. Advice from the Romance Angels. Advice. No jumpers. No. Oh, there we go. Okay. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. This says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So basically, yeah, they're trying to decide what they want, but you're the magician, right? You can manifest them back in your life if you want it. Or do you want something new and better? Do you want what you've been receiving from this person? Or do you think you deserve better? I don't know, I think you deserve better, but basically, it's up to you to make the decision. And I mean a head over heart decision, final in your head, in your heart, and your soul. This is what I want to have happen, because whatever you focus on, that's where your energy is going, and wherever energy flows, you know, that's what manifests. So just maybe, like I said earlier, maybe you take time to decide, you know, take stock of this situationship and decide how you want to move forward with that. Okay, thank you so much. I haven't really been set up recently because I haven't been on for a long time. There's a lot going on, but I will leave information in the link or a link downstairs in the description down below. You can click on that and it'll go to my Instagram if you need to DM me for a personal reading. Because as I said, these are general readings, so if the message does not apply, please don't force apply it. It's not for you. But if you'd like a personal reading that is specific to you, then I will leave the information below for you to reach out to me, and we can get you set up for a reading. Okay, thank you. Go in love and light. Done with the tiger's eye. Okay, so who's up next? Let's see. The obsidian, the black obsidian. So those of you who chose the black obsidian, you're up next, okay? If you're tuning in now, and I'll try to put the description in the, you know, down below so you guys know what this is. But this is about what is your person thinking about this relationship while this whole situation is going on right now, because a lot of people are taking stock of their lives and changing things, really. But this is more for a situationship that's already existing. This is not for like someone that you just have a crush on that doesn't even know you're alive. This is a situationship, relationship, whatever. But for those of you who, you know, are in some kind of a situationship, okay? So for those of you who chose the black obsidian, I'm going to choose 7 shuffles. Beginning now. 1, 2, 7. Oh, I don't know why 7 is a prevalent number for you guys, but maybe that's something you keep seeing over and over. And 2 more shuffles, please. Choosing from the deck. And final shuffle for those of you who chose black obsidian. What is your person thinking about? And for the most part, this is not people stuck together in quarantine, although it may apply. If you feel like it applies, you know, hey, you know your story, right? But this is for people in separation during this time, okay? So let's see, what is your person thinking about with respect to you and your relationship? The 10 of Cups. What a beautiful first card to get out. Those of you who chose the black obsidian, the 10 of Cups symbolizes completion because symbolizes the ultimate emotional happiness. Whatever it's the one we want to get to. It's happiness on all aspects, but most especially if you look at the card and you see the two lovers in love, right? Second card is the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The Seven of Swords. The last pile got that also. And the Two of Swords. Okay, I don't know why those came out again. You saw me shuffle 7 times. I know that this person is thinking about what would make him happy or what would make her happy. I think this is somebody who wants to nurture this connection because they really do feel like you would be their ultimate happiness. But with the Seven of Swords coming up with these two, I don't feel like this is so much a card of deception as it is of strategy. So this person is trying to figure out how they're going to approach you. I for some reason keep feeling like I have a feeling of an ex situation almost. Like this is already a situation that's been broken up and has been done, but they have now realized during this time that you would be their happiness. Look at this. And underneath is the Six of Wands. That's the energy of the whole reading, which would be success. So this person thinks that they could be completely happy and successful with you. They want to nurture the connection. They're trying to figure out a way to have that conversation with you. They want to be, they want things to work out. They want to be successful. The Two of Swords to me just means, it means like it just goes along with the Seven of Swords. They're just trying to make a decision as to how to move forward with this because they don't want to be rejected. And I don't know what they did, but they're a little afraid of that rejection from you. So let's get some advice from Tarot for you guys. Okay. Advice for the pile. Advice for you moving forward in this connection. What should you do about this connection? I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. Actually, you know what? I feel like getting a jumper for these for some reason. Second shuffle. Third shuffle. And then let's get a jumper. For those of you wondering, I do reversals when I feel like it, and I don't when I don't, and I think everything's upside down enough right now in life, so I'm not doing reversals. Either way, you're gonna get your messages. Advice. Wait a minute, something came out immediately. Advice is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands tends to be kind of sometimes my in-out energy, but I don't feel like this is a situation for you. But let me clarify. Oh. Okay, I feel like this one is... Okay, this is weird. It's like you can expect this passionate beginning. I feel like the Knight of Wands, though, might be, because it came out with the Hanging Man, figure out if this is where your passion lies, because this person's coming to you. Okay, this person is coming to you, but the Hanging Man to me is a card of waiting before you make any major decisions, maybe even taking a look at things differently from a different perspective so that you make the right decision, get advice. Although I have to say, the final card out was the Hermit card, and that's my card of someone going off on their own. Usually the Hermit, though, goes off on his own so that he can learn something, look into something with a lot more depth, make the right decision. It's a mystery, and he's kind of embarking on this journey in the dark, with just this tiny little lantern lighting his way. But the Hermit is a very intelligent card. He studies things. So I guess the advice for you is, although it seems that you have a certain amount of passion for this person, hold back before you make any decisions. And maybe take the time to look into this person a little bit more. This may be a newer connection That is to say, somebody that you have not been involved with for like years or anything like that. I don't know why. I feel like there's some information that you don't know about yet, and you need to look a little further before letting this person lay it on real heavy for you. You know, because it's kind of easy to get caught up in that, and then you find out later on things were deceitful. Let's see if we get one more card for the final outcome or for your advice. And then we'll pull a card from the Romance Angels. Ooh, 2 of them. 3. King of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Yeah, you know, the King of Pentacles is an earth sign, right? Pentacles are earth. They're slow, they're steady, but there's somebody you can count on. But for me, on the advice for you with the Strength card and the 9 of Pentacles is have the strength to walk away. I'm hearing patterns. I'm hearing patterns. Like it's time to break old patterns. So if this person has been in and out of your life, like I said, the Knight is an in-out energy, right? He comes in and he comes out. He's fun, he's passionate, but he's not necessarily committal. You know, you need to reassess and decide for yourself, because I see you single, actually, and quite successful at that. If you have the strength to walk away from things that are normally your weakness but serve you no good, you will be able to focus on, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but your coin right now. So this may be affecting your job even, I'm not sure. Let's get a card from the Romance Angels deck and see what they have to say about this situation. Give me 1 second, dears. Romance Angels, talk to me about this particular situation. And let's see. What do you want this person to know about their connection? Just shuffling so that I can get the energy of the last reading out. Okay. Card for these people who chose the Black Obsidian, please. Card for these who chose the Black Obsidian in this connection. No jumpers today. They don't want to jump for me today. Okay. There you go. Calling in your soulmate. Okay, so your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This could mean one of 2 things to me. It might be 2 meanings, because of course this is general. There may be a couple of you tuning in. I feel though as if this is a karmic relationship, and although it may work out and it may be something that you want to work on, this is not your person, so to say. This is not your soulmate. This is something you need to visualize exactly what you want in a person and be specific and like put that out into the universe. And I think that's why you got, you know, like the Hanged Man and Wait and the 9 of Pentacles, which is my single person card, because something more stable may be coming in. So yeah, calling in your soulmate, that's what that means to me. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations bring you together. To me, I feel like you've already visualized and manifested the person you want to be with, and they're on their way. But if you're still stuck in another connection, you might miss your man, or you might miss your person. You know what I mean? So take stock. Life is about decisions. As I said earlier, if you need a personal reading and none of these messages resonated with you, I'm sorry, but this is a general reading, so I can't possibly pick up on messages for every single person that might be tuning in. I will include my information for my IG and my email so that you can get a hold of me and we can set you up for a personal reading that's more specific to you. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in. And let's see, who do we have next? Okay, we have left the Peacock Ore and the Amethyst. Who's next? Peacock Ore. Okay, let me just kind of shuffle and clear these because we want to make sure they're nicely shuffled and we don't have any lingering energies from any previous reading. For those of you who chose the Peacock Ore, okay, the little blue stone. I don't know if you guys can see that, I hope. Peacock Ore, let me smack that energy out here. Those who chose the Peacock Ore. Those of you who chose Peacock Ore. What is your person thinking about while away from you right now or in quarantine right now? What are they thinking about in terms of your relationship? Okay. 2 more shuffles, please. I'm gonna go for a jumper for this one because they seem to not be jumping. They're not jumping toward the water, which is why I usually like to take a jumper, but let's see. What is this person thinking about? Ooh, there's your jumper. The Hierophant, spiritual advisement. The Hierophant can also symbolize a card of commitment to me. So, okay, I feel like that wanted to come out. The Emperor, divine masculine, okay. Okay, what else? The 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. The last guy's got that also. And final card, the 9 of Wands. Okay, and bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Decisive action. This person is coming in as soon as this is over. This person wants to be with you. However, it looks like there's been either a lot of trials and tribulations that they themselves are going through right now, have gone through, or the way I feel, it has been in the communication or the situationship with you, with the 9 of Wands, which is a card of trials and tribulations. Normally in the regular Rider-Waite, that's the guy standing with the, you know, the 9 wands behind him, and he kind of looks like the bruised and wounded soldier, but he's almost at that 10, right? He's almost able to put those burdens down. So I feel like this person is working on themselves in order to be able to come forward. But they have definitely made the decision that they want to be with you. And they want to work out whatever trials and tribulations that you've had. So now let's see what kind of advice Tarot has for you in this connection, moving forward in this connection. Just clearing the deck of the previous energy, but asking for 4 shuffles, please, beginning now. I'm sorry for all the noise, guys. As I said, I am outdoors. And, you know, there's shit happening everywhere. Was this the 4th? Actually, I'm going to ask for 1 more shuffle, just in case it wasn't. And let's see if we can keep in line with that jumper thing that we were doing with the last one. Okay, so advice for you moving forward in this connection. You know, I feel like these 2 wanted to come out. Advice for you moving forward. Okay, there we go. You got the 9 of Wands also. Okay, you got the 9 of Wands right under his 9 of Wands, or there, the 9 of Wands. The 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is really about making decisions, going inward to make a decision or indecision. But with the 8 of Wands, which is quick and swift action, makes me feel like you're going to make a decision quickly. A decision will be reached. And I feel like you're going to decide to to nurture this situation. So advice from tarot, sorry, is, you know, if you want to decide to move forward with this, you can move forward, and it will be something that's stable. It is a stable connection. However, you will be doing most of the nurturing in this connection. But I think that this person is trying to match your energy. They feel like they are your divine masculine. And it looks like, you know, you've got the green light from tarot. There may be some problems that you have to get over, some things that you have to work out. Some, like I said, trials and tribulations. The wounded warrior, but the soldier. But you're almost there, because the 9 is right before the 10, right? The 10 is the number of completion, of putting those burdens down. So yes, you could be with this person. I just want to get a romance angel card for you. Bear with me. I don't know why I keep putting them back in the box. I'm just afraid they're gonna fly away. It's a little windy. Or it's getting a little windy. Okay. Let's get some advice from the romance angels. I had a blunt here. If you guys see me hiding it, it's because there's kids passing by and I don't want them to see it. But for the most part, everyone's staying indoors. I'm on a trail. Yonkers, New York is full of trails. So I found a nice little spot here, and I thought I would just come hang out here and do my reading. So advice for this connection, for the people who chose the Peacock Or just anything that they want you to know, that the romance angels want you to know, right? Let's see. About this connection. Advice about this connection. Let's read it. Ooh. You know, okay, let's take note that the separation card did come out. So the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I'm inclined to put it back, but let's get another one, because I'm not sure if that was meant to be. However, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. So maybe you're going to decide to nurture something else because things have gone too much. Release your ex. Okay. Yeah, this is an ex situationship. He has decided, or she has decided, they want to be with you. But romance angels are telling you, I mean, if you wanted to go toward nurturing it, you could. You would be the stable one in the relationship, and there would still be some trials and tribulations to get past. But I feel like there's something bigger and better waiting for you. So actually, the oracle is telling you to move on. Or if this is a new connection and you have ties with someone from your past, cut those ties so that this can flourish. I hope that resonated with you. I know some of these things sound crazy when you're not actually reading specifically for someone, but you know, whoever's meant to hear those messages will hear the messages. There I go, putting it back in the cards. Let me take a quick little break while I sit here and chat with you guys. If you would like a personal reading, which would be much more specific to you, because as I said before, but those of you who are just tuning in, this is a general reading. All messages will not resonate with everybody. So I will leave a link in the description for my Instagram and my email, and we can get you booked for your own reading and set up. I have plenty of time now. I guess we all do. Okay, so thanks to those of you who chose the Peacock Or. And then I guess last but not least, we have our beautiful amethyst, right? Give me 1 second. I might go live within the next couple of weeks and do just kind of a question answer thing. Just we can all hang out kind of, you know, in the chat room, and you know, whoever I'm guided to pull a card for or answer a question for, I will. Just so that we can all maybe socialize with social distancing and just continue to get our minds off of this and focus on what we need to focus on in order for things to be aligned properly and to fall into place when this is all over. Okay? As I said in my previous readings, I smoke. If it bothers you, tune out. There are a ton of wonderful readers on YouTube, a ton. And I actually encourage people to go through YouTube and find one or two different readers that resonate. And you'll know if the meanings are resonating for you. If those messages are for you, you know what messages are for you. You know which ones are not. Take the ones that apply, leave the others behind. Don't force apply anything. Don't force it to fit, your situation. If it's not for you, it's just that I just didn't pick up on your energy this time. Okay? Okay. So, for those of you who chose the amethyst, you're up next, my loves. We shuffle a little bit and get the energy of the last reading out of here. Hold on, my mask is falling off. I am still out here wearing a mask, even outdoors in the open air, because you never know. Okay, so for the people who chose the amethyst, what is the status of their person's thoughts about their relationship during this time right now? What are they feeling? What are they thinking? What are they hoping to accomplish in this situation? What are they thinking? I'm going to take jumpers for this one. What is your person? The High Priestess. Now that's an interesting card to come out first. Because a High Priestess is a card of knowing, right? The High Priestess is extremely intuitive. She's the bearer of all secrets. She's the bearer of all knowledge. She looks right through you and she knows everything. So, I'm not sure what this is pertaining to, but now I'm curious because that's my favorite card. I'm the High Priestess. The Strength card, okay. Oh, okay. Not sure which one came out first, but I don't think it matters. Okay. So you got the High Priestess, the Strength card, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Wands. This is somebody who's quite confident, actually, in the fact that if you're not together, you will be. This is somebody who, they may even consult with a tarot reader, but they're very intuitive themselves. There's something that they know, but they're just holding back right now. They're showing restraint, right, with the Strength card. They're holding back. They're falling back because they know that this is divinely guided connection, right? The Two of Cups, they know that you're going to be together. So they're just sitting back and waiting for the right time, is how I feel. This is what this person is thinking. Yeah, I know that this is my person, is what they feel. And the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, confidence, magnetic. This is the charmer. This person's quite charming, actually. And they know what to say and do to get in, to get with you, to hook up with you, to get in your pants, to get in your heart, to get you. Have advice for you in this connection from Tarot. How does this person move forward in this connection? What should you do? Should you accept this? This feels very, very, very sexy and passionate. I feel very it's weird. I'm highly intuitive, so I pick up a lot of feelings during these readings. And this person feels very passionate for you, and it's in their eyes, but they don't necessarily show it They're not like a person who would gush over you, but they give you that look and your heart is in your throat kind of feeling, you know what I mean? This is a person who's highly confident, and I mean, they just know that you're going to be together. They know it. That's how they feel. They're just holding back. I think they don't want to scare you with the intensity that they actually want to come forward with, right? They want to come forward with this fire energy, right? They want to come to you. Okay, so let's see what tarot advises you to do in this connection. The Wheel of Fortune, which is a card of beginnings and endings, right? Let's see what that means. Wheel of Fortune for me, please. The Seven of Cups. Okay. The King of Cups. One more, please. Yeah. And the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is a conversation you're going to have with this person. I don't feel like you feel the same way. I think you have other options that you're looking at right now. You know, and you can begin a cycle with this person, but they think you're their person, their divine partner. However, this is like a soulmate more relationship. It's not a twin flame. It's like a karmic relationship, right? This is a karmic soulmate. I think you have other options. I think they have other options also. And I don't think you're going to move forward with this because he comes forward as the King of Cups, right? But he comes with this Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to me is about a truth coming to light. It's about, it's like that aha, you know. So he's going to tell you something, or she's going to tell you something. There's a bit of information that you're missing. But I don't feel like you're as inclined to move forward with this. Yeah, look, there's something missing. The bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. I don't feel you're as inclined to move forward with this. This person is quite passionate about you. But there's something feels kind of karmic about this situation. So let's see what the romance angels. And by karmic, I mean it's just somebody who's not necessarily meant to be in your life for good. It's just a karmic partner. You know, someone who comes in, you have a whatever, and then they're out. So as far as this particular reading, let's get some advice from the romance angels. Okay. So advice from tarot is, you know, this is karmic, so, and there's something missing. There's a bit of information missing. He's coming forward with his cup as a king, presenting themselves, I should say, as a king, you know, strong, confident, you know, in control of their emotions. And there is a conversation that's going to be had, but there's a truth that's going to be revealed. A truth that's going to be revealed. And it's a big one. It's a judgment call, right? You do have options. You could be with this person, but let's see what the romance angels says. Ooh. Very soon. See, this is another one. I'm not lying. You have options. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you. Look. I can't make this shit up. Didn't I say earlier? You have options and you don't seem as inclined. But between those options, I'm also getting that you need to be very specific about what it is that you want from a connection, any connection, or whether it be this one or something that you're trying to manifest, because a lot of times we have a tendency of asking the universe for stuff. We're not specific, right? So it's like, oh my God, I'm really lonely. I want to be with somebody. Send me a man. And here comes, you know, this man, and he's with you all the time, but he's a fucking asshole. Oh yeah, I forgot to be specific. Send me a really nice man who's established, who's considerate, and he's respectful, and he's da-da-da-da. that's what I mean by specific. A lot of people will tell you, yeah, you can even, be specific about the way the person looks. I think that limits you because there are some pretty amazing people out there, and if you have some, dead set picture in your head of what your person is supposed to look like for the long term, or your husband or wife or whatever, then you're kind of limiting yourself to or keeping yourself from a whole world of pretty cool people who might actually end up being, an amazing partner. So when I say be specific, I mean focus on those characteristics that you like in that person, on traits that you'd like, in that respect. So yeah. I hope this served to kind of get your mind off of all this shit that's going on right now. It's a really, really difficult time. I just want to pull a Whispers of Love oracle for everybody as a collective. That's weird. I know this, I didn't shuffle yet, but this card came out. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Which is interesting because a lot of these readings, I think most of them, the decision is kind of laying in your hands, except for the first one. So let's see. This is just some advice for the collective, which means everyone, for this time. What advice, angels, can you give the collective for right now, next coming weeks? That's in their highest good. That will bring them the strength, joy, happiness, and health that they need. It will bring them their ultimate happiness. Oof, that one almost fell. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. I think that applies to everything going on right now, not just these readings, but you're stronger than you realize. Don't let the news send you into a panic. Don't let, people send you into a panic. Don't let people put negativity in your head. You decide, You're strong and you can deal with any situation. If you need to walk away from a connection, you're strong enough to do so. We're in a new decade and big things are supposed to happen. So let go of the old and welcome in the new. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. The like and the share, or the like button just helps me reach more people who may need to hear these messages. I'm going to try to tune in later on today and give some, we'll do some other pick of cards and other readings. And I'm sending lots of light and love to all of you, praying for everyone's health and happiness. And stay the fuck home. Don't go out until this is all over, okay? Love you.